What is the messaging, Ms. Nandi, that goes out with these visuals?
That people who are targeted because they are a particular type of people, in this case, if they are women and if they are Muslim, however heinous the crime, whatever the nature of the crime, you could be gang raped, you could have your child killed in front of you, you could have 14 members of your family in front of your eyes be raped and killed, and yet there will be no rule of law by the government if you are not the right type of human being. Let us be clear that this is not just about being Muslim. This is about being Muslim, and this is very much about being a woman. Let's be clear also that if you are a Dalit, if you are a Hindu woman, if you are a woman wearing a short skirt, for example, there's this Kerala judgment that has come out, that if you are not dressed appropriately, then the sexual assault laws don't apply to you. These all have effects on everybody. So when the state government is attempting to say that we were operating under a 1992 set of rules that they have not seen fit to furnish to citizens, that there is a national discussion, and where are these rules that they say that they have decided under? Is the nature of the crime something that they will not consider? Can they decide arbitrarily? Can they decide that without any evidence of reformation, without any evidence that this is, without any consideration of the nature of the crime, or rather the wrong consideration of the nature of the crime, what were they thinking? The nature of the crime is something that the Home Secretary of Gujarat has said that that was taken into consideration. What can be worse than this? The Supreme Court judgments are very clear. They say that while the state has discretion, they cannot exercise it arbitrarily. Because this was a CBI case under the CRPC, the state government was required to only make a decision after consultation with the central government. So the central government and the state government are both implicated in this. This decision could not have been made without discussing it with the central government.
I want to bring in I want to bring in Sara Shah Halim as well into this conversation. Ms. Halim, you know, the fact is, what has changed? 2012, you had practically all of India banding together where Nirbhaya was concerned. Why aren't we seeing that much of revolt, that much of outrage today, where the barbarians of Bilkis, you know, one can get into more contrived words where that is concerned, are being celebrated when they're coming out? What has changed? Has India changed?
You know, it's very sad that the perpetrators of this heinous crime that saw a pregnant woman getting raped who fled for her death. She was attacked with swords, with sickles, whatnot, and so many members of her family died, are now being welcomed with aarti and laddus. And here, whatever reason they're trying to give for this remission, it cannot be excused that these men have been accused of very serious, very grave charges. And here they're saying that we are relying on a 1992 policy following the direction of the Supreme Court. However, the state government's revised 2014 policy would have made them anyway ineligible for this remission. So the question is that how and on what ground have these criminals been released and being welcomed by a right-wing outfit with such pomp and glory? It's shameful. And I think every woman should be appalled and every human being should be appalled by this development, because it is going to give a very bad name to the country. And the PM, our Honorable PM, spoke about women empowerment in his Independence Day address. So I want to ask him and the political party that, has kind of allowed this to happen. Would you allow this to happen to your daughter or your wife or your sister or your mother? Then why this exception to Bilkis Bano? Isn't she India's daughter? Isn't she a citizen of India? And hasn't she grieved enough And she is well within
Right.
her right to say things. Her family is saying that we don't feel safe now. Because we
Right.
don't know what vendetta is going to follow, what revenge politics is going to follow. And
Ms. Salim,
I
you know,
think this should
right.